how I literally train men to give me princess treatment. The key is to stop being a people pleaser. If he asks, can you meet him on the date? I'll just say, no, I don't feel like driving right now. If he says to Uber, I'll just be like, okay, send me an Uber. If he asks to go on a coffee date, a coffee date is boring. Like trying new food at restaurants or going to watch shows, that's what I'm down for. Like, you need to remember that this man is trying to date you and you have all the power. And what I love to do is be literally the bitchiest bitch I could be the most difficult, the most complicated person I can be. Because if he drops out in that first hour when you say no to a coffee date, the trash is taking itself out.
If it isn't working out for you, date for money. I'm being dead serious. My dating approach has been unbelievably pure for my entire life. Never cared about the financial status of the guy, have dated people with less money than me, have always gone 50-50 in relationships, has never been financially taken care of by a guy. I just wanted to fall in love and have a genuine partnership and connection with someone. And guess where that's gotten me? Used, taken advantage of, single.
I wonder why all of the women who are making these videos crying and complaining, saying that men need to treat them like princesses, are completely and utterly single, right? They're always some dating coach on TikTok, or they're completely unmarried, or they've gotten a divorce, or they're a single mother, yet they're out here complaining that they're still single and that men don't treat them right because men either aren't approaching them or aren't spending enough money on them. It's absolutely insane. But what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are all doing well. And today we're just going to be taking a look at some good old-fashioned entitlement here, talking about why men have entirely decided to walk away from dating. So without further ado, let's jump in. We've got a series of women here. You know, we've got this woman right here. We've got this one. You know, we've got this one. It just gets worse and worse as we go, really. Guys, don't forget to check out Men Alert. He is the one who sent me today's videos, which we're going to be covering. I'm going to leave him linked in the pinned comments, so make sure you check out his channel. And let's take a listen to what some of these individuals have to tell us.
You're only obsessed with him because A, he pays you attention, B, you're lonely, and you're craving that attention from somebody, C, it's what you have created as your ideal person in your head, so you feel like you need to want him or you should want him. D, you have some unresolved feelings and issues from your last relationship. It's trauma, girl. And E, it's a challenge. He doesn't want you, so you really want him, or you want to try to get him. So you can say you did it because your ego hurts if you can't. And F, my favorite, you're using him as a distraction from other issues in your life. Now I've learned these all the hard way, and they are fun at some points, but let's work on those issues and realize it beforehand so we don't ruin another man's life.
You know what, guys? I don't think it's actually got anything to do with caring about men, right? This particular woman and what she's talking about here. But this is something that I have said on the channel for a very long time. So many of these women, they don't date good men, quote unquote. They're not out here looking at a man's morals, right? They're not looking at how humorous he is or how great of a personality he has. I think these are all just things that are kind of sold to men by media. Don't get me wrong, guys. Having a good personality is fantastic, okay? Knock yourself out. Not saying you can't have a good personality or be someone who's funny, right? But so many of these women, they're just dating dudes who they find highly attractive. Right? It's got nothing to do with the morals of the man and dating a good man, okay? This stuff is complete and utter nonsense. And she, you know, make no mistake about it, she doesn't care about the man. That's not why she's saying this, like, oh, let's make sure the men are okay, let's stop messing with them. No, the reason why she says this is because she's been screwed over so many damn times. And by screwed over, I mean the man won't give her a relationship. Now, let's jump into this next one. This is a TikTok dating coach as well. Okay, I think she's making money off of women, and she's giving advice on how to make men crawl back to you when you do this, right? So let's take a listen.
Care about, they're obsessed with you, but the person that you actually fantasize about is ghosting you and leaving you on red. Is the law of detachment, and the second you master the law of detachment, which you will during this video, you're gonna have that person crawling after you. If you don't know what the law of detachment is, it's basically the idea that anything you chase in life will run away, and the more you convince yourself that you need something, that something is above you or unattainable, the further that thing will literally be from you. So the way you are going to call this person in so fast by using law of detachment are going to flip the script. First of all, you've put this person on the pedestal, idealizing them, telling yourself you need this person to be happy, to be satisfied. You need them. You're gonna flip the script and tell yourself you don't need them. They need you. Look at yourself. Like, let's remember who you are for a second. They should be worshiping you. And that needs to be the mindset. You are a catch. You are someone who should be chased after. You can.
Says who? Guys, I am so sick of hearing this advice, right? Women will tell each other this advice, and it's so narcissistic. And to be honest with you, I think it actually ruins other women's lives when you go around telling them this stuff. Oh, they have to chase you. Men have to do everything. You're a catch. Who says that you're a catch? You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, who says this? Just because you're a woman and you exist, men should be chasing you and you're a catch? That's not actually how it works. Have you guys ever noticed the difference between dating advice for men and dating advice for women? The dating advice for women goes like this. Never change. The man should love you no matter what. He should chase you. And he needs to be, you know, the man needs to chase you. He needs to do everything because you're a queen and you deserve it. You don't have to change anything about yourself. The dating advice for men, if you're going to try and date these women, which have fun with that, no thank you. But the dating advice for men, the first thing is like, go to the gym, you know, look better, make more money, make yourself a better option, right? Trying to improve your life. But the women's version has nothing to do with improving themselves or making themselves better for men or making themselves more desirable. If anything, it just talks about how to make them more undesirable and narcissistic. It's absolutely crazy to me, man. It's so crazy.
You look at yourself. Like, let's remember who you are for a second. They should be worshiping you. And that needs to be the mindset. You are a catch. You are someone who should be chased after. You can practice my love letter method to really detach because you're completely flipping the script. And I have a guided meditation for the love letter method at the top of my page if you want to just make it easy for yourself.
Yeah, so she has a guided meditation and she has like a love letter thing. Right? Nothing to do with improving yourself in any capacity. It's just how can we manipulate the dude? Amazing, isn't it, guys? How can we manipulate men rather than actually be someone who men want to be around and who men can actually tolerate? Rather than do that, what we're going to do is we're going to double down and we're going to try and manipulate dudes. Like, this woman is an absolute genius. So many of these TikTok dating coaches, man, they're making so much money off of women, but the thing is, the women are the ones getting screwed over by listening to this. That's, you know, like, no dude with any level of self-respect wants to date women like this. Like, they're absolute headaches, and these are the same women that cry and complain when they get used for fun only. Like, women like this, the reason why they can't get a dude, guys, is because men, no matter what category the man is in, whether he's attractive or oftentimes unattractive even, this woman goes in the for fun box only. Particularly for men who have options. She just goes straight in the no thank you, not relationship material box. I'm just not going to deal with this.
Page if you want to just make it easy for yourself, but really start convincing yourself they need you, not the other way around. They want you, they need you, they desire you, they're going to chase after you and fall for more.
If dating for love isn't working out for you, date for money. I'm being dead serious. My dating approach has been unbelievably pure for my entire life. Never cared about the financial status of the guy, have dated people with less money than me, have always gone 50-50 in relationships, has never been financially taken care of by a guy. I just wanted to fall in love and have a genuine partnership and connection with someone. And guess where that's gotten me?
I highly doubt that. Guys, this woman is trying to sit here and she's never had, you know, she's not married or anything like this. It doesn't seem like her relationships are all unsuccessful. And she's sitting here trying to tell you this entire time that she's been dating for love. No, you haven't. You absolutely have not. This whole like hopeless romantic thing is downright hilarious. This is what women try and convince you. They try and convince you that they're the ones who are the hopeless romantics and they're just getting screwed over by dudes, when oftentimes they're just chasing dudes who are out of their league or who have options and who aren't interested in dating them long term, quite frankly.
Used, taken advantage of, single. My ex, who I thought I was in love with at the time, we split everything 50-50, including rent. We lived together. That he was never gonna marry me. He was never gonna settle down with me. Every guy who I've had genuine feelings for has just hurt me. I got to the point where I just stopped dating. I was like, men are just ruining my life. Until I realized, what if I just start thinking like a man? What if I just start getting what I need out of these relationships instead of worrying about the genuine love and connection that we share? You don't get.
Men are ruining my life because they won't marry me and because they don't look after me financially. That is downright hilarious, right? Men have this obligation to pay me money and to pay my rent, and they haven't been doing it, so they've been ruining my life. Or no dude that I've been with has wanted to marry me. Hey, did you ever consider the fact that maybe you're not wife material, right? As much as people say like, oh, men aren't allowed to have standards, men actually do have standards. They have people that they will and won't date. They have people that they will and won't marry. And guess what? You didn't make the cut. You didn't make the cut as wife material. And so many of these women, they say that they don't need no man. They're strong and independent. But at the end of the day, guys, they cry and complain when they don't get looked after and when they don't get their ring. That might even be like a great phrase for the thumbnail I'm thinking of right now. You know, men are ruining my life, or men have ruined my life. That is way too funny, way too damn funny. And the reason why, as well, women end up in this situation is because they always date the attractive dudes. They don't actually date. See, they say that they're dating for love and all of this crap, but they're really not. The dudes are out here oftentimes doing that, but they don't want the guys who they believe are lower than them, if that makes sense. Let's continue.
These relationships instead of worrying about the genuine love and connection that we share. You don't get to choose if that's going to be there or not anyway. So if you stumble upon love, amazing. But if you don't, you're still getting something out of the deal. I don't know why it took me so long to figure this out, but if you are a lover girl that keeps getting burned, hey, what if you just got what you needed from men? How about that? How about you try that and let me know how it goes?
This is how I.
Yeah, so every single time you have these women who say, I just keep getting burned by men, you know, I just keep dating the serial cheaters. I mean, guys, we have all heard this before from pretty much every single woman who's out there dating and she's still single. She'll say, you know, my relationships haven't been going well. I keep getting burned. You know, I've dated a narcissist, or this guy was awful, or she's been in 5,300 situationships. And all of this exists because they're dating out of their league. They're dating dudes who have options who don't want anything to do with them. And then they turn around and complain and say, well, all men behave like this. Number one, that's not true. Number two, you're taking no accountability whatsoever. And guys, I'm telling you, these women, they end up single. They end up with 50 cats, right? And, you know, we all know that cats are a terrible animal, not a great pet. But hey, it suits the woman. Let's continue.
This is how I literally train men to give me princess treatment. The key is to stop being a people pleaser. If he asks, can you meet him on the date? I'll just say, no, I don't feel like driving right now. If he says to Uber, I'll just be like, okay, send me an Uber. If he asks to go on a coffee date, a coffee date is boring. Like trying new food at restaurants or going to watch shows. That's what I'm down for.
Guys, if a woman says that she won't go out on a date with you because she requires you to take her somewhere, or she requires X of you, just don't bother. She's just not even worth the time. She's not even worth the for fun only box. Like women who say that, oh, you need to take me out on a dinner date. Nope. Hell no. Absolutely not. So many dudes, right, particularly up front as well. So many dudes get used for free food. The women aren't attracted to them whatsoever. And they're just being difficult because they want to get whatever they can out of you. Because let me tell you this, guys, the same woman, this exact same woman right here, as masculine, as annoying as she is, she will not require a dinner date from somebody that she's attracted to. But she will try and convince every man that that she's deserving of a dinner date. No, it's not happening.
Like, you need to remember that this man is trying to date you and you have all the power. And what I love to do is be literally the bitchiest bitch I could be the most difficult, the most complicated person I can be. Because if he drops out in that first hour when you say no to a coffee date, the trash is taking itself out.
Yeah, see, and what are you left with? Let me tell you what you're left with. You're left with dudes who have no spine whatsoever, who honestly will cheat on you anyway. I'm just gonna, all of these like simps and these dudes who put up with this awful behavior and this mean treatment from women, as soon as they get a different option of a woman who won't treat them like crap, they'll just leave your ass. I mean, did you ever consider that? So all of these men who you think are below you that you end up, because what happens is this is a giant filter where the only men that are going to be left are men who don't respect themselves, right? And who probably don't have a lot of options. So you're filtering for this. Those dudes are going to leave you because they're not with you because they like you. They're with you because they have no other option. And hell, half the guys who don't even have options don't want to date you anyway because you're a headache. It doesn't matter how pretty you are. Your personality is awful, and no dude wants to be around you. So literally, the only dudes you are left with are men who don't respect themselves. And have fun with that. We'll see how that goes for you. Like, again, these are the women who, they will never, ever get a marriage that works. Not a chance.
If you know how to do these 3 things, men will literally worship you, spoil you, and give you as much princess treatment as you want. First,
who do these women think they are, man? Throwing around words like worship, right? Like, these are religious terms. These are not terms for you. Okay? Ain't nobody out here worshiping you. It's disgusting. Like, who do these people genuinely think that they are, throwing around words like worship? Worship is a word that's, you know, not for you, to be honest. I don't think it's a word for humans at all, to be honest. I don't care if you're a man. I don't care if you're a woman. I don't care if you think that you're like a helicopter or something like this. Nobody gives a damn, okay? You're not to be worshipped. Human beings aren't to be worshipped, in my opinion.
First thing is learning how to attract a high value masculine man who will actually spoil you and give you princess treatment. But attracting him in a way where you are the prize and he is chasing you, he is courting you, he is literally obsessed with you. And I learned all of this from just watching a few videos in the high value woman formula. What to wear, how to act when I'm out in public with the girls and I want to attract him over a way where the ball's in my court and I could just be like, I don't want to do that, or I want this, which allows him to show his worth and to earn your love. This literally always makes him chase you, and this is how he will literally be asking you to be his girlfriend, taking you out on the best dates, always trying to please you because you taught him to do that from day one.
This is how you get a man who has no self-respect and no spine, who will end up cheating on your ass anyway if he gets any other form of option, because you're an awful person. Notice how she's framing, by the way. The man's worth comes from how much money we pay, right? And what exactly we do for her. Man, society today, guys, if you listen to modern day media, if you listen to so many of these TikTok individuals, like this woman is a dime a dozen, okay? There are so many accounts that make this crap. If you listen to this and you don't listen to anything else, you don't stumble across this kind of, you know, side of the internet, you don't stumble across my channel or many other men's channels in this particular corner of the internet, you would believe that as a man, like, you're just completely worthless no matter what, right? Your only worship comes from what you can do for women. Sorry, your only value comes from what you can do for women. I don't like that at all. I don't think that a man's value is determined by how much money is in his bank account and how much of it he gives to a woman. That makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Again, these are people who know nothing about morals, they know nothing about values, they know nothing about justice or any of these terms. And the reason why I throw justice in there is because these people, when they try and interpret law, is just a complete shambles. But they know nothing about these things. Their version of what a good man is whoever does the most crap for them. It's really gross, man.
And I kid you not, after watching the high value woman formula videos, it talks about exactly what masculine men are literally seeing as their future wife. All of the green flags. And so when you demonstrate these, he will literally see you as the kind of girl he will want to marry, the kind of girl he'll go above and beyond for. That's why some girls get princess treatment and other girls literally get coffee dates, because they are different caliber of women. He will start seeing you as a high value woman once you do this.
I think this woman has a gross underestimation. Sorry, she's grossly overestimated herself here. She thinks that she's in the good category. That's the funny part about this. She thinks that she's in the high quality women category. But I can tell you right now, someone as masculine as this, no. You're not wife material. Let me just outline the first reason why this woman isn't wife material is I could not spend 5 minutes around her without being annoyed. I don't think many men could spend 5 minutes around her without being annoyed. Men will have fun with you. They will have bedroom fun with you. But you're going to struggle to get commitment from the men that you want because they will get a migraine within 10 minutes of talking to you. Like, you can't marry that, guys. Like, tell me how you're supposed to marry that. Tell me how you're supposed to live in the same house as that. I personally don't think it's possible, guys. I would probably lose all of my hair before that could be done for me personally.
You as a high value woman once you do this. The next thing is to date him in your feminine energy and to date him like a high value woman. This means you are always about doing what you want to do. He is always trying to chase you and earn your love. You are getting him to spoil you, invest into you, and you are doing all of this while maintaining your virtue. You are not being intimate with anybody. At the same time, he can tell that you are obsessed with your own life. You're fully satisfied. You're detached from him. You don't need his validation. You don't even need him. So this
Yeah, guys, I just want a woman who is quote unquote feminine, who doesn't need me at all. Isn't that so? If you don't need men, right, and if that's what you're portraying, why are you out here dating them then? I'm confused. I'm so confused about all of this dating advice. We don't need men. We're strong and independent. But at the same time, men are only worth something if they're giving crap to me, if they're following my lead, right? You understand that feminine has nothing to do with leading, correct? Like, you have this completely backwards. One is supporting, one is leading. You have them literally back the front, madam. This is step number one. You don't even understand what it means to be feminine. That makes no sense to me, man. These videos, holy hell, how much left of this garbage is there? 3 minutes? Oh wait, that's 2 minutes. All right, let's get through it.
This man is scrambling just to stay in your life. When I say you can literally make men worship you, do anything that you want, and make them fall in love with you, make them become obsessed with you, like literally falling at the knees to you, that is exactly what will happen when you watch the High Value Woman Formula video. It literally tells you exactly what to dress, how to act in social settings to attract a masculine provider man that wants to give you princess treatment, how to be on the pedestal and let him know that you're the prize, make him see you as high value and literally the kind of woman he wants to marry within the first hour. Literally, guys were saying, oh, I don't know if I want to be in a commitment right now. And then they started literally telling me that they want to be exclusive with me in the first week and saying that they've never met a woman like me literally in the first hour. Right after me.
I guarantee you nobody's said this except for absolute simps. Also, you know, you're attracting all of these masculine provider, fantastic males, apparently. Where's your ring? Like, I don't see it. We're hiding the left hand here, so I can't see if she has a ring on, but it tells me that she probably doesn't have one. And even if she does, guys, I guarantee you that crap won't last. Again, this is like a homeless person giving financial advice. I wonder how much she's selling her course for. And guys, don't get it twisted, okay? I don't care if people sell courses. It's a free market. You can do whatever the hell you want. This is, you know, knock yourself out. What I do care about is, are you giving people the right information or are you just lying to them? Because as I look at this, you're just lying to women, to be honest with you. Like, that's what I see in these videos. It's one thing to give advice and to come on here and to tell people things that work, but I don't believe you. I don't think any of this crap works at all. As a man, I find it incredibly repulsive the way that you're communicating and the way that you're advocating for women to act. The only thing that she said that made sense in here was to be feminine and don't hook up with a whole bunch of dudes while you're dating, right? But even then, she has the wrong definition of feminine. She doesn't even know what it means.
Meeting me, texting me, calling me, saying, oh my god, it's so good to meet you, Ubering me home. My boyfriend now literally sent me a bouquet of flowers on the second day of knowing me. Tells you everything that a high value masculine man wants in a woman that he wants to marry right now. So he will literally see you as a high value woman and the only woman that he's ever met that literally meets all his boxes, and he will want to take you off the market right now.
Okay, so where's your ring? You've got a boyfriend. What's the duration on that? Where's the ring at? Right? You know, you're getting dudes to say they want to marry you within a week. If the relationship has been longer than a week, where's your marriage, madam? You know, what exactly is happening here? I don't trust these dating gurus. I don't trust them at all. They're perpetually single women.
Learn how to date like a high value woman, what to accept, what not to accept, how to set boundaries, how to get whatever I want, how to be in my feminine energy around him and communicate in my feminine energy to get princess treatment, to literally get him to spoil me, and to also just tell him what I like, what I don't like, and communicate if I don't like something. This makes him respect you, chase you, spoil you, and literally become obsessed with you and see you as the most high value woman.
Okay, I can't take this anymore, guys. I'm going to throw up in my mouth. Crazy stuff here. Again, any woman that kind of needs feminine energy coaching, is downright hilarious. Okay, if you're trying to take a woman who's masculine and you're trying to teach her how to be feminine, you're wasting your time. You're just hiding the masculine crap. It eventually comes out anyway, no matter how well you try and train it, or you try and teach women to be feminine. Again, I don't even think this woman knows the definition of being feminine, to be honest with you. But guys, we are going to be leaving today's episode there because I am absolutely done with that garbage. Make sure to leave your thoughts and your comments. Don't forget to check out Men Alert. I'm going to leave his channel linked in the pinned comment. Make sure you take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next episode. Peace.